China Current is a weekly news talk show from China to the world. We cover viral news about China every week and also give you the newest updates on China's cutting-edge technologies. Let's get started.
Welcome to China Currents, your weekly news report on what's happening in China. I'm Lisa. In this episode, China's sixth-generation stealth fighter took first public flight. China completed the world's longest tunnel. Beijing high-speed railway celebrates 5th anniversary with milestone in robotic technology. First, let's take a look at China's new aircraft. On the 26th of December, two new types of Chinese stealth fighters were shown flying publicly. Major news outlets like the Economic Times, Fox News, and the War Zone described them as sixth-generation or next-generation stealth fighters. Interestingly, photos from Sichuan province show that these new aircraft already have serial numbers. In China, only military equipment that has been officially delivered to combat units can display these numbers. This suggests that China's sixth-generation fighters might already be in mass production and could be ready for combat. In contrast, the New York Post noted that the US military has not yet deployed a sixth-generation fighter. This suggests that the US Air Force may be behind China by up to 10 years. The US Next Generation Air Dominance program, intended to develop a sixth-generation fighter, was proposed in 2014, but as of now, there isn't even a prototype that can be demonstrated publicly. This has left many Chinese netizens confused. China's military budget for 2023 was about 210 billion USD, while the US military budget is a staggering $916 billion. That's 4 times larger than China's. So why is US military technology falling behind China? Chinese strategist Professor Wang Jiansui offers an explanation. Developing a new generation of fighter jets depends on having advanced research facilities, particularly hypersonic wind tunnels. In this area, the US is at least 8 years behind China. Wind tunnels are facilities that stimulate real flight conditions on the ground. Hypersonic wind tunnels can achieve speed of at least Mach 5. China's JF-22 wind tunnel is the most advanced in the world, capable of stimulating speed up to Mach 30, an altitude of 100 kilometers, with continual operation for over 100 milliseconds. In contrast, according to a 2023 report by VOA, the most advanced US wind tunnel, Lens 2, can only reach speed of Mach 7 and operate for only 30 milliseconds. To understand the difference, think of developing aircraft like training athletes. Having a super-fast treadmill allows engineers to closely observe the aircraft and give precise feedback without needing to transport it to high altitudes. This not only reduces the risk of industrial espionage, but also enhances the reliability of the technology being tested, ensuring greater safety for test pilots and fewer losses. The US Sandia National Laboratory's Z machine can accelerate airflow to Mach 30, but its main purpose is to study shock waves for nuclear fusion, and it can only operate for a very short time. Unlike Beijing's FJ-22, which is built for continuous operation, the Z machine cannot stimulate sustained high-speed flight conditions necessary for aircraft and missiles. The US scientific community has known about this gap for 8 years. Mr. Jiang Zhongling, the creator of the JF-22, received the American Institute of Aeronautic and Astronautic Ground Testing Award in 2016 for developing the world's largest shock wind tunnel. This recognition shows that US researchers understand the importance of increasing investment in wind tunnel research. However, as of November 2024, the US still lags behind. The latest wind tunnel delivered to the US Navy can only reach speed of Mach 10, which is just 1/3 of what China's JF-22 can achieve. However, the US has strong scientific potential. In the 2025 QS World University Rankings, 4 of the top 10 universities are in the US, and about 280,000 Chinese students study there. If the US can keep these talented individuals and nurture their creativity at NASA, there is still hope for catching up to China in developing sixth-generation aircraft. Unfortunately, the China Initiative launched by Trump in 2018 labeled many Chinese scientists at US universities and research institutions as economic spies and technology thieves. The Biden administration has not reversed this policy. A tragic case occurred on 10th of July 2024 when Chinese neuroscientist Professor Jing Yingwu, accused of having close ties to Beijing, lost her lab at Northwestern University, leading to her suicide. With Trump returning to the White House in just 20 days, the future of Chinese students and researchers in the US remains uncertain. It is clear that after World War II, the US showed remarkable inclusivities by welcoming German missile scientist and Japanese bioweapons expert from Unit 731. However, for scientists of Chinese descent, even those who pay for their own education in the US, it seems that America is no longer a place where they can fully realize their creative potential. According to LinkedIn, in 2023, 80% of Chinese students studying abroad choose to return to China for work. For a country like the US, which depends on high-value industries for foreign exchange, losing its inclusivity and ability to guide technological development could lead to not just the loss of the sixth-generation fighters, but also put its future at risk. Moving on the 30th of December, China finished the Tian Shan Victory Tunnel in Xinjiang province, making it the world's longest highway tunnel at 22.13 kilometers. This two-way, four-lane tunnel allows vehicles to travel at speed of up to 100 kilometers per hour. In comparison, Norway's Arendal Tunnel is 24.5 kilometers long, but it has a maximum speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour. In many European countries like France, Italy, and Spain, the minimum speed limit for highway is also 80 kilometers per hour. Therefore, although the Tian Shan Tunnel is shorter overall, it ranks first among highway tunnels due to its higher speed limit. The most significant benefit of this new tunnel is that it reduces the time to cross the Tian Shan Mountains from 3 hours to just 20 minutes. The Tian Shan Mountains are one of the world's major mountain ranges, stretching about 2,500 kilometers across 4 Asian countries. This tunnel has changed the geographical barrier between China's Xinjiang and Tibet provinces in just 52 months. According to China's official media, Ruzhong Chenbao, building such a tunnel traditionally would take around 72 months. The reason for the speedy construction was the use of 2 hard-work tunnel boring machines working from both ends towards the center. Previously, China had to import this equipment from Western countries, with individual units costing hundreds of millions of US dollars. However, since the early 2000s, China has focused on localizing production. By 2019, it was able to produce nearly all components of TBMs domestically. Today, Chinese-made TBMs cost less than 30 million RMB, approximately 4.1 million US dollar each. It is foreseeable that the funds saved from purchasing expensive imported equipment will be further used to improve China's domestic R&D level or build more infrastructure. Next up, on the 30th of December 2024, the Beijing-Zhangjiakou high-speed railway celebrates its 5th anniversary. It was the first rail line in China to use intelligent automatic train operation technology, allowing trains to drive automatically at speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. This system ensures that train stops at station accurately within 0.5 meters and on time 100% of the time. This smart rail line has successfully completed over 60,000 kilometers of autonomous operation, demonstrating its reliability, which is an important factor as it prepares for the Spring Festival travel rush, the largest annual human migration in the world. During the 2023 Chinese New Year, China's railway transported 480 million passengers, averaging 12 million travelers each day. This requires about 500,000 railway workers to be on duty, many of whom could not celebrate the holiday with their families. Li Ping, a chief researcher at the Chinese Academy of Railway Science, noted that the use of robotic machine has cut repair time from 240 minutes to 125 minutes, reducing the need for manual labor by over 45%. As a result, for the first time, about half of the railway workers will be able to go home for the holidays. As all railways are state-owned in China, railway workers are not subject to arbitrary layoffs. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of China Current. If you have any thoughts or comments about our show, please reach us at the email address below. We look forward to hearing from you and see you next time.